Hey everyone, it's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, bringing you guys another Iron Studios X-Men unboxing. Now, you guys follow on the socials or here on YouTube. Last week I had a poll going where I was going to pick one of a few different statues to unbox. Now, it was between Magik and Spiral from the X-Men line. And it was pretty close for a while until the very last minute. Magik pulled ahead by about 4 votes total across Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So we are going to be opening Magik today, the Sister of Colossus. Honestly, she's a really badass character. Probably one of the only positive things about that horrible Fox New Mutants movie that we will never mention again after this. But her character's always been really cool. And the way she's kind of grown over time, up until, honestly, I've been checked out of the comics for a while because they've just gotten so bad. But up until I kind of dwindled down my stuff a little bit, her character was always in a really cool place. So she was always a badass. I loved her demonic powers. I loved her just badass boss look, her sword, everything about her just looked really cool. And going by what we're seeing here on this box, this piece is going to look pretty awesome. So pretty excited about this. Honestly, I had to pick 2 of the ladies going head to head because Magik and Spiral. Spiral is considered a villain. So, and she also wields swords. So I thought 2 blonde sword wielding girls head to head would be a pretty tough decision for people, and it was. So I'm glad you guys engaged in that poll a little bit. I think going forward, before I do any of these unboxings that I have, I might do that more. I might do more polls, get you guys kind of involved in it, see what you all want to see more. So without further ado, I'm going to bring you guys in. I'm going to show you guys Magik's box, and then we are going to open her up and take a look at her together. So check it out right now. All right, so as you can see here on the front of the box, we've got a close-up of Magik. We've got all the usual suspects here. Iron Studios, 1/10 BDS, X-Men, Magik. You know the deal. These boxes are pretty standard now with the newer look as opposed to what the old boxes look. So here we've got the side, the Iron Studios logo, and Worlds to Collect, their newer kind of motto. On the back here, we have a full detailed look at what you're going to get out of the box here. And on the side, of course, we just have the Iron Studios logo and Magik. Of course, on the top, almost dropped her, we have the X-Men logo and Magik. And on the bottom, we have all your details and your UPC. So pretty standard fare for these boxes. Don't want to spend too much time on the box. Obviously, she looks like she's going to be pretty awesome. So I'm excited. Let's get her out of this box and open her up right now. Okay, so I already made the liberty of getting the boring part of cutting all this apart. And let's see if we can just kind of wiggle this loose a little bit. Okay, there's nothing attached to the top of this one. Loud. So it looks like this one they've got covered pretty well with some styrofoam pieces. So I'm going to open what I think is going to be the base first, because we're going to take that out first. So this is going to be her base, again, wrapped with tissue paper. Yeah, this is the base. And again, it looks like we've got a Sentinel hand here with some, she's a little dusty there. It looks like it's got some residue. Okay, just residue from the foam. So it looks like she's actually on top of she's portaling kind of on a Sentinel's hand here. And obviously at the bottom, we've got Iron Studios Magik. She's got a very tiny base compared to a lot of these proxy pieces, which is nice. So again, she's kind of on a hand here, with some fingers missing. And she's kind of got a little portal right here. And inside this portal, we have a peg, or a hole for a peg. So she's going to probably set right in place right there. So I'm going to go with this next largest piece next. Probably going to assume this is her body. Yeah. She's going to have 1 foot peg here. Looks like she is very spiky. So be careful removing the tissue paper. Because, again, she has all these spikes on her armor. Costume looks really, really awesome. All the spikes, the leather look, the buckles, and everything else. She is holding the handle of her sword right here, the hilt. So it looks like we're going to be probably assembling her blade as well as putting her head on. So she is going to have some assembly required here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of look at this foot peg. And the small part goes in here, looks. So it does have a little specific way you're supposed to kind of put the foot peg in. So I'm going to actually take a look at this real quick and try to get her in there. So it's going to take a little second to kind of get her in there, I think. Okay, so she's in now. Disclaimer here, I had to actually cut away for a minute. Her foot peg, I'll show you guys right here real quick. She actually goes right into kind of like she's portaling out of the hand here of the Sentinel. She has a foot peg that goes in there, but on this one, the peg itself, instead of just being silver, had a bunch of black paint all over it, and it was preventing me from getting in a fit in there properly. So I did take a cutter and scrape all the black paint residue off of the foot peg. So if you do get this and you are having issues getting her foot to go into the hole properly, check your peg, make sure it's not covered in black paint. And if it is, just take a light cutter and just lightly scrape all that black paint off. I didn't want to do all that on camera here. It's boring stuff. But full disclaimer for you guys, if you are having trouble getting her in, because this is a tight fit, take a slight cutter, whatever you used to open your box, and just kind of scrape all that black paint residue off, and she should slide right in. And as you can see, she is a tight fit. It's still not wobbling. It's not coming out. So she is secured in there. Okay, so on to what we've got for our next pieces. What do we got here? Here it looks like we have, okay, this is her I believe it's called the Vorpal blade. Kill me if I'm wrong on that one, because it's been a while, like I said. And I think, is it a magnet? Okay, no, it is not a magnet. I thought, because it has a small piece here, that it was a magnet. And I'm wondering if mine came broken. I'm hoping not, because there is nothing here to put it into. So we're going to look at what else is in here for pieces real quick and just see if mine has a problem, and I hope not. So we have our other blade right here. Obviously, boom. That might actually be, okay. So we have two swords right here. She's dual wielding, obviously. And then here we have another tiny, tiny, tiny piece. So again, look into this for tiny, tiny pieces. Again, this is the hilt of her other blade. So it's going to end up just connecting through here together. And let's just make sure there's no other little parts. She does have her head, which I do like that they did this. They took a foam piece, covered over the insert for the head. And then we got the head here. So we're going to unwrap her. Again, be careful. She has spikes on her hair as well. And the head looks really, really good. Okay, again, just don't want to double check in this box. Make sure there was no other little tiny connector pieces in here. And the reason why, because I mistook what was what. So her larger blade is going to go back here into this hand. I thought it was supposed to go onto this hand. So that was my mistake. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, there's a little connector here on her blade, and that's going to pop right in, it looks. So you may have to finagle it, and again, don't be too aggressive with it because you don't want to snap it. But it just pushes right up into the handle. Still very sturdy. Nothing's going to wiggle out of that. So you're going to take the hilt of this blade. Now, I cannot zoom in because these are very tiny, but this hilt has a specific key direction, as does the blade itself. So before you put this together, kind of take a look at it. Make sure it's going to fit in correctly. So you kind of got to kind of play with it for a minute and see which direction got it. It's going to key in and kind of just hold it there. So what you're going to do is you're going to feed, obviously you're going to feed the handle through, the hilt through. The hilt is going to go right through to about wherever you can stop it at. And then, boom, it's going to clip right in. Very, very good. So I'm going to show you guys up close. See, it's going to go right in. I actually put it in facing outward. You're supposed to put her facing upward, kind of throwing it behind her, but I kind of think I want to display her this way. I'm going to show you guys right now real quick how you're supposed to do it. You're kind of supposed to have the hilt sticking, like she's kind of got it throwing it behind her, but I'm not going to lie, I kind of like doing it the other way. I mean, she looks pretty cool like this, which I think it'll actually help for the balancing. So, so this won't maybe fall out eventually, but looks cool either way. And it's pretty neat that you can display her with it kind of both blades pointing downward. So the last piece of the puzzle is going to be putting her head on, which does have a magnet. So that should key right in. I got to see where the key is. So again, this has a key, a specific key, and a specific port you're supposed to put it on. And she will just lock into place right there. So now, that's one thing, again, is she does look pretty badass with the blade coming up and the blade going down. But depending on how you're going to display her, you could actually flip the sword around and have this blade pointing downward as well. So if you have her perhaps up on an elevated position somewhere, you can actually do that. But the fact that she's actually, when you have her standing straight, she's actually looking upward, I guess pointing the blade upward, does serve more of a purpose for display purposes. So it does look like she's kind of coming up and out, and she's looking up. So I know, sorry about all the hand gestures. I feel like a Power Ranger, but definitely badass. I cannot wait. I'm going to bring you guys in right now and let you take a close look at her because holy crap, she looks awesome. Okay, so I'm going to actually go free/shaky cam here as usual. And as you can see here, just to show what I was pointing out before, I mean, yes, she does look, I think, badass because she's looking up with her blade pointed that way. But again, you can flip this sword around and make it point downward as well. Not sure how I'm going to display her yet, but you can already tell from her being far away right now at a distance, she is bad ass. This piece is just showing again that Iron Studios knows what the hell they're doing. They know how to respect these characters. And man, she just looks gorgeous. I'm going to front face her real quick and I'm going to bring you guys over, show you guys this base. So as you can see here, again, the standard thing for this, as you can see here, this was the problem area right here, was getting her foot flush with that because of the foot peg. So as you can see, she's literally portaling right out of that sentinel hand. So as you can see here, we've got some grass, some debris, some, dirt down here at the bottom. We got what I'm going to assume is a piece of the school, a pillar or whatnot, kind of like what Colossus and the other pieces have. So displaying her with Colossus may be a good thing. You can see we've got a really detailed opened sentinel hand here with some missing fingers, probably from her swords. Again, bunch of scratches, details everywhere here in the piece. The concrete has details as well, the cracking, the breaking, everything else. Even her portal, again, which had some dusty residue on it when I first opened it. But again, that is just from the packing material. Sorry about the shaky or blurry there. But you can see here, I'm going to go in here on these boots, try to focus on the boots. Even her boot that's coming out here, the buckles, the leather looks, everything, the different materials, you can just see it all there. I gave you a little more light. Hopefully that works. You got her little, her thigh-high socks here are a different material as well, looking badass. And here you can take a look at this boot as well. Really well done. Has the leathery look. The straps look great. The buckles look great. The booty looks great with the... sorry about that. I was trying to kind of get a better angle here for the video without the glare. There's the booty with her little booty shorts. And again, here is her blade right here going down. The pink looks great. No, don't focus on the X-Men girls in the back. Focus on the blade here. Looks really, really good. It's even got some edging on it. Looks great. Again, if this was a higher, more expensive piece, it would probably have a light up feature. But you can see her costume here. All the different materials look great. The stitching looks great on everything, like how it's supposed to be stitched. And then here she is kind of holding her other sword, and it just looks really good as well. So the back of her looks great. All the spikes coming off her costume. The hair molding is really, really good. And again, we're just going to go back here and, for research, show you the whole back again. We're going to go over to the front of her now. I'm going to show you the front real quick. Again, we already looked at the blades, so the pose is really, really cool. It does look like she's kind of shooting up out of this portal. Even her belt buckle, her belly button, the abs look great. The armor, the front of the armor looks awesome, of her kind of leatherish top. The X logo is very clean. Again, the face is very clean. Eyes are well done. The her headpiece looks really good. It actually looks a little weathered. I like that a lot. Again, and the face came out really, really good. You can see the hair's got its little sculpting things, but that is what happens when the hair is sculpted hair. Obviously, you've got your kind of different tones and stuff, but it does, again, when you are out, it gives that effect that her hair actually is more realistic because it gives different tones and different shades to it. So when she's in the light here, the eyes kind of do pop. I like that a lot. And yeah, she just looks really, really, really good. I'm very impressed with her. Definitely a fan of Magik. And you can just see right here, she is not a large piece, but damn, she stands out really well. Very, very nice. I'm going to put her with a couple of pieces real quick just so you guys can check her out with some other ones. Okay, so here she is right here with two pieces I'm probably going to end up sizing her up with. Apocalypse and Colossus. As you can see, she kind of does have the kind of pillared looking base work on hers, just like Colossus does. So I think pairing the two of them together will be a cool choice. And of course, because Apocalypse is so tall, we could literally have her looking up at Apocalypse. Something like this. See, this is kind of how I plan to display them. The three of them kind of having a little brawl in between this whole scuffle. And I think that's very cool looking. Like I said, she's looking upwards, so it looks like she's looking up at Apocalypse. Colossus as well looks like he's kind of looking focused upwards. Now, I'm not going to have Sentinels in my display because they are very expensive and very, very huge. So I'm going to just kind of have them fighting amongst themselves. So I think this looks like a very cool proxy battle. So just kind of giving you guys a quick example of what I'm going to be doing with them. But let's bring it back out and give you guys my final thoughts. That was it for another one of these unboxings from another, I'm going to say it, an amazing piece by Iron Studios. You guys might be sick of hearing me say that by now, but again, with these X-Men pieces, I've had pretty good luck. I know I've been picking and choosing different ones. I've been having you all pick out which ones I'm opening, but so far, I have not had one I've had an issue with yet, other than the assembly on Quicksilver, which I may actually do the same trick I did with Magik and try to shave down his peg so he fits more flush into his keyhole. That is something I had to do with Magik here, again, off camera. So again, if you do have her and you have an issue getting her foot to key in all the way, scrape that black paint off of not the actual resin piece, but the actual metal peg itself. The metal peg itself can just be scraped off, won't damage anything or anything like that, and it will just scrape very easily. I don't know if it was overspray or not, but she keyed in pretty easily after that, and again, she is a tight fit. So, all in all, I gotta say, Magik is freaking amazing. I really love it. They did this character perfect justice. She looks great. I mean, the hair is a little iffy. It's just kind of but it still looks great. She looks so good. The costume, the different way they molded all the different materials and painted the materials to actually look different, because she definitely has the pleather look, the leather look, the buckles, the straps, the buckles, the spikes, the metals. She's got all of it. Her costume's got the whole 9 yards. I mean, there ain't much of a costume there, but it's got it all. So they did a great job shoving all those little details into this piece. The eyes, they're very simple, but when you have a light on them, they pop. I don't know how they did that, what there was a kind of paint they used, what it was, but her eyes pop when their light shines onto them. So very good too. And again, I do like that you can display her sword either facing upwards or facing downwards. So if you guys are going to display her with her sword facing downward, let me know. Let me know what you guys think, because I think that's kind of cool. It's just something stupid, but I like it. It's cool. And again, she is going to display really well with my kind of Colossus throwing crap at Apocalypse kind of positioning that I got going on right now. So all in all, I mean, again, you guys might get tired of hearing me say this, but I'm giving her a straight up 9 out of 10. She is fantastic. If you are a fan of this character, definitely does it justice. So I'm going to tell you guys, if you guys don't have her yet and you got to get your hands on her, get her before she's sold out and you got to deal with scalpers. Okay? So I'm just telling you, as of right now, I believe Iron Studios has her. I believe Sideshow still has her. Whole bunch of them all still have her in stock. For some reason, I don't think she's as popular of a character as I thought she is, but definitely awesome. And I think she was well done. As far as what I've opened recently, which was her, Logan, and Apocalypse, I mean, her scale is definitely different, but I definitely say she's another amazing piece. Again, I'm giving her straight up 9 out of 10. This is a must buy if you are collecting this X-Men line. She is awesome. She is small, but again, she still has a presence to her. You'll be able to put her on a display, and that's going to be one people look at. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the colors, the portal, the sword, what it is. But when you look at her over there, like on a shelf, you put her on a shelf with all these X-Men, people are going to notice this one. She's small. Again, compared to Apocalypse, Colossus, she's small, but she stands out. And I like that. When you can take a piece and you can go, oh yeah, hey, look at that piece over there. Like, that's awesome. What is that? That's when you know you got a really good piece. So all in all, I think, again, Iron Studios, kudos to you guys. Kudos to your team, because holy crap, you just keep putting out bangers. And with the recent announcement that we are finally getting Mr. Sinister and Old freaking man Logan. Yes, the Wolverine fan is getting another freaking Wolverine. I am hyped. I don't care. Don't care. The Old Man Logan book, the OG book, the first one, was so damn good. Let's hope we can maybe get some characters from that Old Man Logan story. Let's see if we can get some of the Hulk kids. Let's see. Whatever we can do. Even if you give us Old Man Hawkeye, whatever. Like, let's get some of those as well. But again, there are so many lines coming from these comic accurate Marvel pieces that I know we're just going to have such an insane amount of stuff. So for any Marvel fans, this is a great thing. So again, check her out. Definitely recommend her. I'm going to stop going on and on about how great this one is. And I'm going to say thank you guys again for watching this video, for putting up with me kind of just going off and just gushing over this piece, because she is awesome. Again, follow on all the socials. I'm pretty much everywhere. The link tree is down in the description below. Give this a like, a share, click that subscribe button. Dislike it if for some weird reason you don't like this piece. Give that video an unlike. Again, it still gives my engagement. It brings the engagements up. And let me know what you guys think of her in the comment. I would love, like I said, to hear from you all. Those of you watching the videos, drop comments down. Drop them on YouTube. Drop them on Instagram. I'm always down to interact with everybody wanting to have a conversation about this stuff, because it's what I love. It's what I love doing. I enjoy interacting with everyone about all this stuff. So do not be shy. interact with me. If you didn't like something about it, let me know. I'd love to go over things with you guys. And yeah, until the next video, which will be next week. I'm not sure who I'm going to do yet. I forgot to put a poll up. So I'm probably going to throw a dart over there at the fictional dartboard. It's going to be, I'm going to either say Rogue or Bishop. Maybe Cyclops. We'll see. So one of those three will come next week from the Iron Studios X-Men pieces. And again, I'm going to draw 2 random pop-up parades out of my stash and unbox them as well. And be on the lookout for some videos with me and Gigi. She just had her birthday on Friday, and she got some really awesome Genshin Impact statues for her birthday. She got Klee and she got Barbara, so stay tuned. We're going to be unboxing those together, as well as some other really cool stuff. So if you guys are fans of Genshin, stay on the lookout for those videos coming this next week. Probably going to knock them both out this week and put them both out together because she's really excited about opening these up. They were her birthday presents, so we're going to open them up quick. We're going to shoot these videos so she can have them for her display. But anyways, guys, that's it for my updates. Thank you again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.